Hi, so Andrew, I am making this video for you. Thank you for the request that you made with regards to making a video on work-life balance. So rather than me talking about work-life balance, probably an area that I need to improve myself, I thought I will bring in a role model, in my opinion, somebody that I truly respect, to have a quick interview with him, because I know him for a long number of years. He was my MBA lecturer as well when I was doing my masters. And this is a topic that he has spoken with so much passion during my conversations with him. And also, in my association with him, I know him not necessarily through his work achievement as well as on his personal front as well. And I personally believe that he has done an amazing job in achieving his work-life balance. So he has been in the corporate world for the last 13 years, held positions like general manager for a leading tea exporting company, has headed finance, strategic planning, qualified in four disciplines. They are finance, HR, marketing and psychometric, and currently a trainer consultant. So Mario, thank you so much for taking your valuable time.
Thank you, Sanjika.
And with such short notice to doing a video for my YouTube channel. So Mario, I don't want to take much time. How does one achieve work-life balance?
Okay, I think the problem first of all starts, in my view, because of how these two are defined. Okay. People define work as something that they don't necessarily like, and the life balance, which is the non-work part, as something that they enjoy and they look forward to. I believe first of all you must find work that you like. Okay. Then this finding balance doesn't become too much of an issue, because you don't yearn to get out of work. Okay. I believe I'm at a stage where I have found that first, and that's why, like you said, it might be easier for me to achieve this. I believe you need to follow your heart and what you're good at, and then you will be doing something. It is work, it pays the bills, but it's also something that you enjoy. So then the need for something outside that is a little less. Not to say that it's not required, but you're not always yearning for it. You're not unhappy in your current state, which is the work model. That is the first thing. Then the other thing is, I believe you need to not live to work, but you must work to live. And that's something that I believe a lot of people get it wrong, and they live to work. I wouldn't want to live my life like that. So work has to be an important part, but we need to understand that work is a means to an end. Yes, it gives you personal gratification, takes you places and all that, but your family, your friends, your colleagues, those relationships are finally what matters in the end, and most people who are mature will appreciate that. So you need to give that a good importance. So that's why you need to find some work that makes you happy to begin with. So like I said before, if you can just focus on this, the non-work part should not be limited. It should be a little bit more, okay, and that will help you to kind of achieve this. And you need to also decide, okay, what are the elements that are going to be in this non-work part. You need to be clear, and in terms of, okay, what is it that's going to make me happy? So it might be your family, it might be a recreational thing, it might be a sport, it might be engaging in social activities, in humanitarian activities, whatever. So you need to find out what gives you a kick, what really energizes you, and make time for it. I mean, I also don't believe in this notion that I don't have time. It's always a priority. If you want time, you will make time. When we say we don't have time, that means something else was more important. So it's a case of priority. So if that non-work part is important, people will make time for it.
What are some of the common mistakes that people make, Mario? Because I know that you train a lot of people from different areas, right? So what are some of the common mistakes that people make in terms of work-life balance? Like if you were to challenge.
I think most of the time what happens is they first of all don't even think about this issue. They just, they're part of the rat race. So they get up in the morning, they go to work, they come back, and then at one point they realize they're stressed, and then they try to find out reasons why they're stressed, and then they realize they don't have work-life balance. Then they start to discover how to achieve this. So the whole approach is most people just join the rat race. They get out of university and then just join the rat race and they believe that's the right thing because everybody else is doing it. So nobody really takes time to go back out of this and see. Now for me, take a step back. For me, I was forced to take a step back because in my last job, before I started on my own, I was forced to have work-life balance because what happened was I couldn't sleep. That's the worst thing. No? Sleep is rest. And when you can't have rest, then that's terrible. There were 3 days that I couldn't sleep. And 2 of those days happened, one after the other. And then I went into deep reflection mode where I asked questions like, what am I doing here? What is my purpose here? Is this life? Then that made me realize that this can't be. What I was doing at that stage cannot be the way I want to live until retirement. And I was 31 at that time. Okay? So then I realized there has to be a better way of doing this. Then the question was, okay, how do you do that? You still got to pay the bills, you still got to have money. So you can't say I'm in deep meditation and all that. So that's what led me to find, okay, what is it that I'm passionate about, which also can help me pay the bills. That's what led me to become a trainer.
Okay, so from what you say, I hear 2 things. One is you need to start thinking about it.
Yeah.
And find something that you really, really love.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Anything else that you can do to find this?
Of course.
So is that, is it correct for me to say that the work will never end? There's a point where you just need to shut off and start your personal life. Can you do that?
You see, I believe it would be nice if you can have a choice in that matter.
Okay.
You see, what happens is, now one thing I realized was, as long as I was under somebody, I was working for someone else, even at that senior level, I didn't have the choice. To some extent, he or she made the decision as to when I shut off. Whereas now, since then, in the last 12 years, what I've been doing is somewhat different, where I decide when I work. You see, sometimes in the middle of the night at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm working. Sometimes during the middle of the day, I may rest.
Okay.
So, when you have that choice.
When you don't have that choice. Because
when you don't have that, most people who will be watching this may not have that choice. At least at this stage, they will be watching this. Then, of course, yes, you have to block out your time. But then, try to work on this basis. While you're at office, okay, give your best, try not to stay too late, okay, make it a point to, do your thing somehow during that time so that you can get off, okay. Now some companies facilitate this, I know, and even where you work, this kind of thing is encouraged.
Yeah.
You can come in early and do your time and go early and all that. So if that is facilitated, that's fine. But if not, you need to have the personal discipline to say, okay, no, this is when I need to go to the gym, this is when I need to go home and play with my kid. You need to, kind of have the discipline, because I believe if people have that discipline, this whole working very late and all of that can be reduced. Plus, you need to manage your boss.
Okay.
You need to manage your boss. Boss has to manage you. But I'll give a classic example. I know of this courier company, international courier company, where this particular person, it was a lady, she went into almost, kind of like a mental breakdown because of the stress due to work. She was working until 10:30, 11. Right? She quit that place to get out of it. The guy who joined immediately after her, I knew him as well. And I said, what kind of hellhole did you work in? He said, no, I'm not like that. I said, what do you mean? I don't work like that. They may tell me, but I don't. I say, I'm off now. So you see, he was assertive. He's still there. He's there, for the last 8 to 10 years, I think. So nothing has happened to the guy. So in other words, he chose when to say no. Okay. That's also, I believe, something that is important. I'm not advocating, kind of a rebellious work ethic. That's not what I'm saying. But you need to know that you must not be a victim of exploitation. Because I believe that previous lady, both same position, chief financial officer, she was exploited. He was not.
It's interesting because they went into the same position and how...
Yeah, in the same company, same country, same position, and this guy was the immediate next replacement. So I don't believe the boss had changed. Boss was in another country, but I don't think the boss had changed, and that was not the fact. I said, no, I just don't work like that. And I told them, this is how I work. But she didn't do that, and she suffered as a result.
Mario, one final advice for anybody who's watching this video.
You see, it's like this, it's your life. You got to take ownership before it's too late. Most people realize things like this when they are 45 plus. Then the thing is, you see, your bones would allow you to have fun. So you must have fun while your entire body allows you to have fun. So there's no point in rediscovering these things too late. I mean, understand that you got one life to live and that it's important, and most of it can be achieved when you're young. So value your time, value your life, and ask these critical questions when it needs to be asked, and place an importance on these things, so that you don't realize this when you go to a doctor and the doctor tells you that you're stressed. And that shouldn't be the point at which you realize these things. People should realize they're working in the 21st century and that these are real issues and they need to take note.
Mario, I really appreciate your time with such short notice coming and doing this little video for my channel. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, it was my pleasure. I hope it was useful.
Thank you.